Let me know if I go wrong, if you guys want to modify the prompt, let me know. I'm including their zip code. Um, so that local labor rates and costs will be taken into account, right? And it's to the insurance company. Okay, so into the insurance company. Provide a simple model that just can. Okay, does anybody want to comment on this prompt? I think I've captured everything that we talked about. I'm setting the focus of the wildfires in LA. I'm setting the size and the location of the home. And I'm making it clear that this is a simple model, just the size of the home and local and labor construction costs. I'm asking it for all the citations and to also show the formula, basically show your work, right? So what do you guys think? I think this looks good. Diffio says much better than what I put in. Okay. Well, but Diffio, I appreciate that you used an image. I think that's good. It's good to show different ways of feeding a model, right? I think that's actually that's a healthy thing to do. So thank you for that. And we'll see how close this comes, right? And also Diffio, I don't think you mentioned. Oh no, you said it was ChatGPT. Okay, you did mention ChatGPT. Okay, well let's see what ChatGPT comes up with. All right, but let's go ahead and run this. We can always rerun it if you guys give me more feedback, but I think it's a fairly reasonable model or prompt rather to start with. Let's see what it comes up with. So we can see the reasoning. It did figure out that it's the Altadena area, which is the name of the city. Um, Osama says, I believe it's a good prompt. Thanks, Osama. Rikshana says, during the iterations, we need to know the guardrails used in the insurance company AI. Um, Rukshana, help me understand what you mean by guardrails. Help me understand what you mean by that, please. Javier, welcome. I can't remember if it's your first time or not. Javier says, I once worked on a similar problem legal and used 4.0 to ask to work on the prompt for 03 and allowed to model to ask me any questions needed for more context. The output was a prompt for 03. Yeah, Javier is describing another way to do this, right? We could be asking for additional help in the prompt itself. But here, what we're going to do is we're going to actually push it across different engines. We're going to not just get consensus. We're going to do it on not consensus within an engine or consensus for the prompt, but we're going to get a consensus on the result using multiple engines. So Javier, I appreciate the comment. It's definitely germane here as far as another way to go about it. Okay, so so Diffio, coming back to Diffio's comment, looks like Diffio came up with $650 per square foot as the market rate. Here with my prompt, ChatGPT is coming up with $615 per square foot. So ChatGPT is coming up with 1.4 million, which is close enough to what Diffio came up with on the 1.5. Spoiler alert, the insurance company is not offering 1.5. That's where we're at as far as the impasse. So, okay. So here it's telling us that it's using Engineering News Record from February 2025, which is fantastic. And, we want contemporary articles, right? We know that inflation in the U.S. has been very severe, especially in recent years. So it's nice that it's using recent articles, right? Okay. So it gave us like a latex-ish type of result here. And it's providing a justification for the 615. So it's using this as a base number. It's refining it from Home Advisor. It's adding a location factor of 1.14, which is not surprising because for those of you that are not in the United States, California has some of the highest labor costs in the country. I'm pretty sure they have the highest minimum wage in the country. They have the highest taxes in the country. So using some sort of a multiplier and adjuster to reflect Los Angeles makes sense. And then, okay, and then it's citing another one. It's citing a very recent article from April 18th. That's just a couple days ago, where a one quote came in at $800 to $1,200 per square foot. So it looks like ChatGPT is choosing kind of like an upper median or an upper quartile, I guess I should say. Upper median doesn't make sense, does it? Upper quartile of 615. So yeah. I think that makes sense. Okay, so here, ChatGPT is giving us an idea of how to actually present it to the insurer. So this is good. And it's also listing all of the sources here, right? All the citations. Rukshana says, excuse me, I will be back later. I have to go. Rukshana, thank you so much. I appreciate your input. Please feel free to come back, or you can see the archive archive video on my channel. Thanks so much, Rukshana. Okay, so I'm comfortable with this because I like the way ChatGPT laid it out. And it also, we have a little bit of confluence from the number that Diffio gave us earlier in the chat, right? I mean, we're close enough on the numbers, right? 615 versus 650 per square foot. Yeah, I'm comfortable with this. So I think that we should ask ChatGPT to put this in a memo, and I think we're done. We're done with the simple model, and then we're going to move on to the complex model, okay? And because we should waste Sam Altman's money, I'm going to include a thank you. All right. Rukshana says, we also have to use a method called jailbreaking the AI Gotta go. If it's prayer time, love your videos. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, Rikshana. Feel free to come back. Love having you. Uh, Johan Lopez says, LOL. Sorry, Johan. I don't know what part you're referring to. Let me know. Consent company. The company. Today, please make sure you include all references, um, uh, as citations and links to the articles at the bottom, at the end of the memo. Please make the memo a PDF format. I hesitate to add the request for PDF format because I know sometimes, in my experience at least, ChatGPT can be a little crazy on like file generation, like PNGs or things for download.